fell silent around him, all the
Yeah,
way before
especially
Miyuki
when
was
you
the
got
finish
Yutaka
line.
Take
By
like
some
right behind
miracle,
you. Hey there guys, today we're gonna be checking out another UMA Musume lore video, and this one is made by Firix, and this one is called Still in Love, a beautiful twisted tale in UMA Musume. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it.
in Uma Musume, it is
Ooh,
common for a
okay.
horse's legacy to be upheld even long after death. Rarely do we see a
You
divergence.
can sort of tell who Firix's favorite Uma is in every single of his videos, bro.
From the historical records
Starting off with
translated into
Ogre
Uma
Cap.
Musume Pretty Derby. So what happens when this mold is broken? And we are presented with a story so
Like, oh my
far-fetched it aims to
god,
rewrite
man.
the history of the horse this Uma represents. With the recent 4.5-year celebration for the Japanese release of Uma Musume,
No shot. This is the freaking game, dude. Like this is, oh my days. Like this is what a trailer for the game looks like.
happens when this mold is broken. And we are presented with a story.
Also, dude, I just want to say like the clips that he chooses for all of his videos are just top tier, man. Top tier.
So far-fetched, it aims to rewrite the history of the horse this Uma represents. With the recent 4.5
Like, bro, look at this shit, dude. Like, this is the game. This is, oh my god. Like, you can see this in a mobile game, bro. Like, that is insane.
year celebration for the Japanese release of Uma Musume
Ooh,
Pretty
Super Creek.
Derby,
Nice.
we got an Uma that did just that. A racehorse who would form an unbreakable bond
Oh,
with
yo,
her
her
jockey
character kind of
and
looking
aid him
cool
to
too, bro.
achieve his greatest dream alongside her. A bond so inseparable that it would create one of the most beautifully twisted career scenarios in Uma Musume's history. One that will most likely never be replicated again. This is the story of Still in Love.
Ooh.
For context, this video will cover Still in Love's real history and aims to aid people understanding her Uma Musume counterpart. I will give
Okay.
as much context in this
Also,
video
from what
as
I
I
could
can.
tell, I believe she's new in the Uma Musume game, is she not? I haven't been really following the game all that much,
To
but
ensure that the
I
full
feel like she's
story
new
of
there.
Still in Love is told to the best of my abilities. Still in Love was a mare born on May 2nd, 2000 at the Shimokobe farm in Hokkaido. Following Still's birth, she'd be purchased by North Hills Farm Management. Just like the Shadai farm, which we covered in my Manhattan Cafe video, North Hills also is a prominent farm in Japan. The Shadai farm is an extremely large collective, boasting the ability to operate on a much larger scale over smaller privately owned farms like North Hills. North Hills is owned and operated by a small group of private breeders, who oversee every aspect of their horse's career from birth into retirement. The structure of North Hills is also very reminiscent of previous farms of the same nature, such as the Simbali and Mejudo farm. Still in
Really?
Love's pedigree, at a glance, may seem like any other horse that we've covered before. However, it would be the first example in this series
Yo. I just thought of the weirdest freaking thing, dude. I kind of like imagined Super Creek in this type of vibe, and oh my gosh, that
would touch upon a subject
Mm.
completely glossed over in Uma Musume.
Also, like I said earlier
this
on,
next
like
segment,
Still in Love's
I'll
like
do my
overall
best to explain
design,
Still's
I'm digging it,
extensive
man.
Pedigree. Still in Love's conception could be considered as a high-risk, high-reward scenario. Looking back 4 generations on her sire's side reveals a connection to Alma Mound. In addition, 5 generations back on her dam side reveals the same name.
Really?
It wasn't only Alma Mound that was a recurring name, but Hail to Reason as well on both the sire and dam.
Hold up. Yeah, we got our boy Sunday Silence over here, Brother Monte, which I've sort of heard about. Ooh, Northern Dancers here too. Damn, okay. Okay, so we got, oh, okay, here, yeah. So we got Hail to Reason here and over here. Interesting.
Side. For Still's pedigree, based on these facts, we have a 4-5 cross on Alma Mound and a 3-3 cross to Hail to Reason. In Japan, a 3-4 cross is often called a miracle blood cross, which is believed to be the most effective inbreeding combination. In more
Really?
extreme cases of inbreeding, classified as a 1-to-1, both parents are the offspring of the exact same full sister and brother. In addition to Still in Love, Other examples of horses as a result of inbreeding were Shinko King and Karen Rapstar. Still would also be a descendant of Sunday Silence and Northern Dancer, only adding to the strong pedigree
Also, yeah,
overall.
dude, like besides Sunday Silence, I've also been hearing Northern Dancer quite a lot, which I don't know, man. Like, like all
Much
of
like many
these
horses
horses
owned
that
by
we're
North
seeing
Hills,
now,
still would be
they're coming
conditioned to
from like
debut in her
super
2-year-old
super
year.
elite freaking
With a strong
lineages,
pedigree
dude.
behind her, all that was left to do was to find Still a proper trainer and jockey. Still in Love, with the help of North Hills, will be put under the care of Shoichi Matsumoto. This may come across as a familiar name if you see my video on Tokai Teo,
Mm-hmm.
Matsumoto being the trainer for his career. Matsumoto would be in charge of conditioning Still to be able to race in her career that followed. During the fall season in 2002, Matsumoto's stable reached out to Hideki Miyuki, inquiring for him to ride with a newcomer horse.
Yo,
As
Loki, chat,
described
Loki. This used to be
career
my
that
hairstyle, bro.
followed.
This used to
During
be
the
my
fall
hairstyle.
season in 2002, Matsumoto's stable reached out
Like
to
this used to be the damn, what do I call it? I guess emo kind of like hairstyle, but dude, I used to rock this in school, and it was dope. It was dope.
Hideki Miyuki,
I'm gonna stand
inquiring
by
for
chat.
him to
I'm
ride
gonna
with a
stand by that.
newcomer horse. As described to Miyuki, the horse he'd been assigned to was a well-bred daughter of Sunday Silence, owned by North Hills. This came as a surprise to Miyuki, since Mikio Matsunaga, the stable's main jockey, had not been assigned to ride a horse of such potential. Yasumasa Matsumoto, trainer Matsumoto's son,
Dude,
encouraged
looking
Miyuki
cute with
to
a
ride
freaking
Still in Love
smile.
regardless. This interaction would spark an inseparable bond between Miyuki and Still. During training, Still in Love responded very well to Miyuki, Yasumasa making sure Miyuki continued to ride alongside Still every week during training. Yasumasa believed that with this dedication, Miyuki could jockey Still in a real race. Even with the ease of communication between Still and Miyuki, he felt this was a horse destined for Mikio Matsunaga to ride. Compared to Matsumoto's main jockey, Miyuki wasn't as reputable. Miyuki's
Really?
record as a jockey wasn't poor whatsoever. However, he didn't feel he was a fit to ride such an expensive, well-bred, and high-potential horse like Still in Love. Miyuki's jockey history could also be
It's kind of
attributed
like
by his
about
senior, the
trying.
jockey who'd take Miyuki under his wing. Miyuki's senior was Seiki Tabara, a name that many in the racing world regarded as a genius jockey. Just like Matsumoto, Tabara would be affiliated with Tokai Teo, being the jockey who rode Teo in the miraculous
God,
Arima
man.
Kinen victory
Also,
in
Loki, I am kind of like planning to do like a real life horse type reaction, something like this. So sometime in the future, just so y'all know.
1993, which is displayed in the season 2 finale of Uma Musume.
Oof,
Tabara had
and
a
my
close
boy
bond
showing
with
us that
Miyuki
clip.
and would
Oh my
often invite him out
god,
to
dude.
eat on occasion. Through these joyous occasions and the reputation of his senior, Miyuki found himself in Tabara's shadow. One could not simply achieve the same greatness that Tabara displayed, nor the mastery and understanding of different techniques that Tabara could execute. Compared to his senior, Miyuki had yet to produce a single G1 victory since becoming a jockey. Due to the
Damn,
absence
dude.
of a G1 win, Miyuki still
I
didn't
mean,
know
like
what it took to
in his defense, it's not really that easy to obtain a G1 victory. So it's like you kind of gotta give him that leeway.
achieve the pinnacle of horse racing. Miyuki, though humble, was incredibly hard on himself, believing that he didn't possess the capabilities to follow in his senior's footsteps. Little did Miyuki know, word had already spread of his efforts training alongside Still in Love. Word had traveled from Yasumasa to Shoichi, and from Shoichi to the owner of North Hills, Koji Maeda. Hearing of Miyuki's efforts to ride alongside Still daily, it was something Maeda simply could not ignore. Koji Maeda's sense of loyalty was well known in the industry, something Miyuki had clearly portrayed alongside Still in Love. Due to this, Maeda would waste no time, promptly agreeing to let Miyuki jockey Still in Love in future races to come. Even if Miyuki was a younger and more inexperienced jockey in comparison to his competition, Maeda firmly believed in the bond that had been formed between the pair. Miyuki's doubts continued to cloud his mind, believing Still was a horse that was far too impressive to be paired with an unremarkable jockey like himself. To Miyuki's surprise, Matsumoto would call him into the stable to relay an important message. Still is yours to ride. On November 30th,
Wow, dude, for him to
2002,
be able to say
that
that,
bond would be
wow.
put to the test at Still in Love's debut race. Still in Love would be the fan favorite to win this race, and unsurprisingly, she wouldn't let
Oh,
those
he's
who
right here,
believed in
number
her down.
6.
Crossing the finish line, Still claimed first place,
Oh
showing
my
the audience
God,
the
dude.
strength that came from the strong bond she shared with Miyuki. Despite Miyuki's doubts of his own capabilities, he'd won against Matsumoto's top jockey, Mikio Matsunaga. Matsunaga would jockey Heavenly Romance at this debut race, another offspring of Sunday Silence, and a horse owned
Yo,
by
I'm
North
telling y'all,
Hills.
bro. I'm telling y'all,
Romance would
like,
finish
Sunday
6th in this
Silence
race
got
overall,
busy in his
far
time, bro.
behind in placement from Still in Love. The distance between first and second place wasn't close either.
Really?
Still in Love had won by 3.5 horse lengths over the second place
damn,
recipient,
bro.
Suzuka Kitano. Even with this victory, Miyuki had doubts that Still in Love could be the first horse to claim a G1 victory alongside him. Still would complete her first year of racing in 2002 with the victory of her debut race, ending the year undefeated. Moving into 2003,
Jesus, dude.
the first race a duo would tackle would be the Kobai Stakes, held on January 19th. This race would pit Still against a roster of talented horses. Even so,
Which was?
Still would pull ahead, claiming another victory alongside Miyuki. Miyuki, at this point, was in pure disbelief. A sudden realization had occurred during the race as he continued to hold the reins. After winning their debut, he had doubts of Still's capabilities to win in G1, evaluating her lower than prior horses he jockeyed like To the
Really?
Victory, who won 3rd place in the 1999 Oka Sho, and Mayano Maybe, who would place 2nd in the Oka Sho the following year. This time, things were completely different as he jockeyed Still in Love. Miyuki recalled that Still's natural sense, responsiveness, and explosive power far exceeded that of his previously highly evaluated horses. In every aspect, Still in Love outperformed even the horses Miyuki previously jockeyed who displayed the most potential to seize a G1 win.
I mean, it's kind of
Now-
like you just gotta give them a shot. It's like, I get it at the start, you kind of have your own little doubts as a jockey, but like at the same time, you kind of gotta roll with it and like expect the horse to do better than what you're thinking. That's kind of like my train of thought on the matter.
With the back-to-back wins solidified, Miyuki felt a sudden wave of motivation. Achieving a G1 victory seemed tangible with Still in Love.
Mm-hmm.
This confidence in seizing a G1 victory for Miyuki would soon turn to the weight of a sudden pressure. He could not afford to lose with Still in Love.
Ooh.
Shoichi Matsumoto wasn't only a famous trainer, but he was also known for being a strict teacher. Miyuki firmly believed that if he lost even once alongside Still, that he'd be replaced. An expendable
Damn,
factor
bro.
of Still
Like having that kind of thought, like in a way, yes, it does kind of like push you, but at the same time, like in the back of you're constantly thinking about that. That is, that's
Love's
nuts.
career. The next race Still would participate in would be the Tulip Sho, held on March 8, 2003. This was a race Miyuki absolutely could not afford to lose. A victory at the Tulip Sho would only raise expectations for the Oka Sho.
I mean,
first
he's
leg
doing
of the
pretty
Phillies
good though.
Triple
He's
Crown.
at what,
When
third,
discussing the
fourth?
Triple Crown title in many of my past videos, I have exclusively referred to the classic Triple Crown title. In addition, the Triple Tiara, or the Phillies Triple Crown, also exists. Much like the classic title, this title is only achievable in a Phillies 3-year-old year. In order to achieve the Triple Tiara, a racehorse must win the 3 following races: the
Okay.
Oka Sho, Yushun Himba, and the Shuka Sho. At the Tulip Sho, Still in Love was considered a top contender. Miyuki's determination to win had also grown even stronger, the pressure turning to confidence as the race began. Still in Love would hover between 6th and 4th place for a majority of the race until the final corner into the home stretch, where
So is
Miyuki
she
would
kind of
command
like a
her to
pace
advance
chaser?
forward. Standing in the way of seizing a victory at the Tulip Sho stood 3 horses: Osumi Haruka, she is Tosho, and Cheer's message.
Oh my
Miyuki had a
god, dude. Yo, this one looking so beautiful, man. Like I said in my past videos, now that I'm kind of like getting more into horses like this, dude, I can distinguish like, oh my god, this one looking so fucking beautiful. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but does this dude like have the same kind of like pattern as Secretariat on the the sock area? Like, I don't know if y'all know what I mean. Like, Secretariat has kind of like three white socks around his feet.
deep understanding of Still's
I feel
capabilities,
like kind of the
and was
same,
confident that
sort
she
of.
could surge from the inside of Osumi Haruka. Miyuki waited for the right opportunity to advance, waiting for an opening to appear between the three horses in front of them. Seeing a small opening, Miyuki commanded Still to rush forward. However, he had fallen into a trap.
Oh, for
Katsumi
real?
Ando, Haruka's jockey, swiftly closed the gap, preventing Still from advancing forward. In a
Oof.
split-second decision,
Damn.
Miyuki commanded Still to advance from the outside of the pack, attempting to distance herself from the other competitors. Though only
Okay.
lasting for a brief moment, this sudden action by Ando had shifted the outcome of the Tulip Sho. Even though Still
God
displayed an
damn,
immense
bro.
final burst, she ultimately would lose by a head to Haruka.
Damn,
Pressure
dude, and that was so freaking close. And like the thing with this one is like, I don't know if y'all noticed, but Still in Love was like kind of like in the inside, and for him to like go on the outside like that, that takes so much energy. And like catching up from the outside all the way to the leading horse over here,
lasting for a
that
brief
is
moment,
rough,
this
man.
sudden action by Ando had shifted the outcome of the Tulip
And
Sho.
like in a
Even though
way,
Still
Still in
displayed
Love
an
did kind of
immense
like
final
catch up, but at
burst,
the same
she
time,
ultimately would lose by a head to
oof.
Haruka, firmly believing there would be no second chances. This loss would be something that would stay in Miyuki's mind even after his time was Still in Love. In an
Aw.
interview conducted near Miyuki's retirement as a jockey, he once more stated that he could not fathom the truth behind Ando's skill that day. Katsumi Ando, when actively moving to block Miyuki, hadn't looked back once. To Miyuki,
Really?
it seemed that it was an instinctual move, sensing that Still and Miyuki had began their surge from behind. This defeat not only shattered Miyuki's confidence, but also showed him the sheer brutality of
Like,
competition
damn,
in
dude. And
graded
like they were
races. The
catching up
Tulip
so
Show is a
freaking
G3
fast as
graded
well, man.
race, and losing a race of this rating, Miyuki felt that winning a G1 was even more out of reach.
Nah, dude, don't
Miyuki
think like
believed
that.
that
It's
Still
like
had the
think that you could
capabilities to be a
always
G1
achieve it.
winning filly. However, it would be without him. Even with Miyuki's weakness and poor judgment, Still nearly was able to seize a win. Miyuki would state that Still would surely win the Oka Sho, but it would probably be without him as her jockey.
Damn,
Dejected,
bro.
Miyuki prepared for a harsh scolding by Matsumoto. Despite his reputation as a strict trainer, Matsumoto had never scolded Miyuki before, instead only acting to encourage him while training. Even with the friendly bond that Matsumoto and Miyuki shared, he felt that too was all about to end. He'd been entrusted with such an exceptional horse, yet he rode so poorly. The self-doubt ate away so deeply that Miyuki had sudden thoughts of never returning to face Matsumoto, instead
Wow,
running
man.
away with Still in Love so the two could remain together.
So
This
is
gave
this where the whole, well, I don't really want to say like that, but like like is this where the whole kind of like yandere thing kind of like started, and like where like running away with a horse kind of thing? Because like a while back I was kind of hearing like murmurs about this, so
connection is something Miyuki thought of
I'm
as
guessing
something
this is
like an
where it comes
elopement
from.
in a romance drama. Due to Miyuki's worry, Still in Love will return from the race later than any other horse. Miyuki soon came face to face with Matsumoto, who, to Miyuki's surprise, greeted him with a smile.
Ooh,
Matsumoto welcomed Miyuki
interesting.
back, stating that it was a good thing that it wasn't the real thing. This referred to the fact that Miyuki had lost a G3 race, and the real fight could still result in a victory at the Oka Sho. To
Okay.
Matsumoto, Miyuki had learned a valuable lesson,
So
that
basically, bro,
horse
on the
racing
next
went
one,
beyond the
gotta lock in,
capabilities
man.
of just the horse participating. If Miyuki could learn and grow from this mistake in the Oka Sho, that would be enough for Matsumoto. Though Miyuki
Yo,
was
big
relieved that
respects for
Matsumoto
him for
wasn't
giving him
angry,
another shot
still
too.
believing in his capabilities, It filled Miyuki with a new feeling. The pressure returned once more, to perform at his very best at the Oka Sho. Interestingly, in UMA MUSUME, this event is reversed. Rather than the trainer wanting to escape due to the defeat at the Tulip Sho, it is
Really?
Still in Love herself who proposes running away. In this scenario, the reason behind Still's decision is to save the trainer from the
I'll
reporter's
recap.
harsh words. This event will not appear in every career run someone will do alongside Still in Love. In order for this event to appear, the condition of losing the Tulip Sho must be met. Upon losing the Tulip Sho, the trainer, much like real life
Hold up,
records,
hold up, hold up.
have been
Oh, love and sorry. Damn.
criticized for training in UMA like Still in Love.
Excuse me.
Facing this criticism, it dealt a fatal blow to his confidence, fully believing that he was not the ideal trainer for Still. Murmurs can be heard saying that it must be the trainer's fault. Maybe replacing him would be better for Still in Love. From the stands, the trainer can hear these critiques of his abilities, the shock making him turn pale as he meets with Still in Love in the underpass. Seeing her beloved trainer's condition, Still is visibly worried. Before she can ask any further questions, voices from the reporters can be heard, asking for the trainer and Still.
Damn, bro. So in a way, okay, that kind of makes sense, dude. That kind of makes sense. But wow, man. So this is how kind of like the game portrays what happens in real life. In a way, I do understand what he meant by like it's the other way around in game, but
Love.
wow,
Sensing
man.
what had happened prior to her trainer returning, the following scene takes place. Reinterpreting this as an Uma Musume scenario, the despair the
I mean, I would, bro. I would.
jockey felt and wanting to run away are transformed. In this event, Still, understanding her trainer's feelings,
Oh
takes
wow, man. Like, yo, Still in Love saying let's run away. And then I'm guessing this is the trainer. As the voices of the reporters searching for Still in Love and the trainer draw near, she with firm resolve makes hey yo.
the initiative to escape alongside him.
Like
There is
in
no
a way I kinda
intervention in this
like it
scenario leading up to the Oka
because
Sho.
of how
Instead,
wholesome
it
it
is
is,
a
but
reverse
like wow,
scenario of
man.
real life events. Still in Love, in an attempt to protect her beloved trainer from criticism and ridicule, chooses to run away with him,
Mm-hmm.
far from the reach of the reporters harshly criticizing the bond they forged
Aw.
together. In preparation for the Oka Sho, Miyuki had come to realize one thing. This victory wasn't only one he'd aimed for in his own self-glory, but would be for everyone in his life who chose to believe in him. So many people who come to believe in Miyuki had formed through this perseverance, and thus, he needed to meet their expectations.
Where exactly is he?
A lot of physical pressure is on the horse while racing, but Miyuki also
Oh, he's right
recognized
here,
that a lot
actually.
of mental strain had been plaguing him too. Miyuki would spend a lot of time following the Tulip Sho researching books on mental training in order to improve his concentration and confidence alongside Still.
Okay.
On April 13th, 2003,
See, chat, this is why guts is important. Not only in game,
Miyuki
but
once
like
more
in real
set
life
foot on the
too.
Hashin racecourse. A
Also,
place he
yes, I do
tasted
mean that
defeat so
jokingly,
many
but
times before.
take it as
This
you will.
time, Miyuki rode Still in Love confidently, as if to shake all the previous weight of his past failures from his shoulders.
Oh
Still
my
in Love,
days, yo,
as
bro
if she
was
could feel
fucking
Miyuki's
locked
plight, will
in.
respond accordingly. Still would stretch her stride from the start of
I
the
think
race all the way till the final
who's this one
home
over
stretch,
here?
claiming
Number
a confident
9?
victory at the Oka
It's kind
Sho,
of hard to
the
see,
first
honestly.
leg of the Triple Tiara.
But yeah, he
Upon
oh my
crossing the
god,
finish
bro, took
line,
that shit. Oh
Miyuki
my
didn't
gosh.
feel joy, but instead felt an immense wave of relief rush over him.
Mm.
Just past the finish line, Miyuki's good friend, Kenichi Ikezone, congratulated
Yeah,
Miyuki.
dude, yo, this is the thing I love about horse racing, man. Like the jockeys, like everybody is so freaking nice to each other. And like in a way, this was sort of I don't know if you guys remember, but this was sort of portrayed in the Pretty Derby season 2 as well. When like everybody was kind of like hating on Rice Shower, like everybody on the fan side was hating on Rice Shower for winning. And then dude, like the other Umas, they just kind of like clapped for her simply because she won. like this is what I love about this. Like the community for like the jockeys, the horse, like it is so good, man.
His honest bright smile, even in the face of defeat, brought Miyuki back to his senses. All
Aw.
the overwhelming emotions stirring within Miyuki began to
And
calm,
like the thing
and
is
thanks to
they hype
Ikezone,
each other up,
he was
man. They
able to
push each
compose
other to
himself before
greater
returning to the
freaking
waiting
lengths.
room. When recalling the events following the Oka Sho, Miyuki states it's all still a blur to him. This is due to the immense pressure Miyuki has shouldered that was all finally released at the Oka Sho victory.
Really?
With this, Miyuki, alongside Still in Love, would achieve the first victory of the Triple Tiara, setting their sights next on the Yushun Himba. Naturally, competing in such a high-level race will once more bring strong competitors, one of the most notable being Admire Groove, who be jockeyed by Yutaka Take.
The
Admire
fucking
Groove, even
MC,
before his
boys, the
debut,
MC of
would
the
garner
horse
attention
racing
from
world.
many people. This was due to Admire carrying one of the finest pedigrees in modern-day horse racing. Admire Groove was sired by Sunday Silence, and her dam was Air Groove. When Admire Groove was placed up for auction in the JRA Select Sale in 2000, her price quickly soared from the initial 70 million yen bid, finishing at
Jeez,
a
bro,
final
that
bid
is
of
insane.
230 million.
Also, did bro
This
say
made
like Sunday Silence and Air Groove?
Naturally, Admire carrying one of the finest pedigrees in modern-day horse racing. Admire Groove was sired by Sunday Silence, and her dam was Air Groove. When Admire
Wow,
Groove
dude.
was
Okay,
placed up for
I kind
auction
of
in the
understand
JRA
that
Select
price range
Sale
now
in
then.
2000, her price quickly soared from the initial 70 million yen bid, finishing at a final bid of 230 million. This made Groove the
Yo,
highest
bro.
priced Japanese filly at the time. Due to
Ooh,
Groove's
is
dominant
this her? Oh my god, man. Hold up.
bid of 230 million. This made Groove the highest priced Japanese filly at the time.
Like, damn. Yo, this, you telling me this is her like UMA Musume counterpart? Dog, like whoever is making these character designs for Uma Musume, they need a raise, dude. Like
Due to
they know
Groove's
what they're
dominant display
doing.
of power at her debut, she would quickly earn a reputation of being a top contender for the Triple Tiara titles.
Ooh,
For the
okay.
Yushun Himba, many horses would struggle with the stamina required to claim a victory at this race. The Oka Sho is 1600 meters, while the Yushun Himba was 2400. Still wouldn't be the fan favorite to win this race either. Unsurprisingly, that title would go to Admire Groove and Take.
I
Even though
mean,
Take placed
considering who was jockeying like Admire Groove, you can't really blame him for like being the number one pick. But at the same
third
time,
against
yo,
Miyuki in the
Still in
Oka
Love gonna
Sho,
turn up, man.
many believed it was all part of Take's plan. Whispers spread that Take was simply measuring Miyuki and Still's capabilities, saving
Ooh,
them for
yo, okay. Yo, I love it. I love it. I
the
love it.
Yushun Himba. Though this thought may seem outlandish, it was a theory that only Take could make believable, being the most legendary jockey to emerge from Japan. Funnily
Like, bro
enough,
is
not being the
like
fan
Loki, bro
favorite
is
alleviated
Gojo,
some
man.
pressure off Miyuki, who can now focus solely on aiding Still to claim a victory at the Yushun Himba. Still in Love and Miyuki's performance at the Yushun Himba could only be described as flawless. Still in Love would hover mid-pack for a majority of the race before surging at the
And then
final
Take is
homestretch.
over here.
Still would display the fastest closing time on the field, clearing 300 meters in 33.5 seconds. Admire
Damn.
Groove, who'd attempted to surpass Still in Love from the rear, would clear the same distance in 33.7 seconds, finishing the race in 7th
Bro.
place. Still, despite being the second favorite, crossed the finish line far ahead of Admire Groove, securing the second tiara. The Yushun Himba would take place on May 25, 2003, and between this point and the final race of the Triple Tiara,
Wow, dude. This one I've been kind of seeing online, but I don't really know her name. And this one's damn, I just said her name. Uh, oh my gosh, Air Groove, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get so cooked in chat for saying that for so long or taking me too long. Then we got Still in Love, Cesario. Haven't seen, I've seen, but forgot her name. We got Almani. This one I do not know. Same with this one.
Still would find herself entering another race in between. By this point, Miyuki firmly believed that the triple tiara was within reach. All of his doubts and pressure he'd previously felt evaporating after this victory. From once not believing in seizing a single G1 win,
Mm-hmm.
to now firmly standing behind the thought of making Still in Love the second ever triple tiara
Wow,
racer.
dude, yo,
Needless to
imagine
say,
being the
Miyuki
jockey
had
of
come a
Still in
long
Love
way.
at this time.
It would be during the Rose
Like, you're gonna
Stakes,
be
held on
feeling
September
so freaking
21st,
hyped up just one
2003,
step
that
away.
the
Oh
cracks
my
would begin to
gosh, man.
form as a result of Still in Love's pedigree. For the first time in their career, Still in Love would display a sudden behavioral issue, ones which Miyuki had never encountered before. Instead of
Interesting.
responding instantly to certain commands, Still in Love took a while to synergize and react to Miyuki's cues. In addition, she
Really?
also rushed forward on her own, expelling her stamina far too early on in the race. Still in Love was also 22 kilograms heavier than she was in the spring, adding to the difficulty to have her maintain her pace and speed.
Damn.
Still in Love would finish this race in 5th place, slowly
Oof.
building the uneasiness Miyuki had experienced at the start of Still's career. The Rose Stakes would also be won by Still in Love's rival, Admire Groove, which only shook Miyuki's confidence. Still in Love, following this race, would continue to show behavioral issues leading up to the Oka Sho. Even in the paddock while training, Still seemed to be on edge. Instead of giving in to fear, Miyuki attempted to shake these doubts and remain by Still's side. On October 19, 2003, Miyuki would enter the gate alongside Still in Love, ready to aim for a victory at the Oka Sho. Despite Still's previous difficulties synergizing with Miyuki, she ran very smoothly after exiting the gate. Near the final home stretch,
She was
just
still
like
kind
many
of far
times
at the
before,
back though.
Miyuki commanded
Which
Still
is a
to
little
advance.
unusual.
However, a sudden noise rang through his ears, and his worst fears soon materialized. From behind, Miyuki could hear the sound
Oh
of
my
thundering hooves approaching at
God,
an
dude, yo, this picture is crazy, man. Like, I might go side by side with Still in Love, and then you got Yutaka Take up over here, checking them out. Oh my
alarming
God.
speed. Instantly, he knew it was Admire Groove.
Mm-hmm.
Miyuki, overwhelmed in the moment, accepted that the race was lost, and
Nah,
mentally
dude, damn.
resigned from the Oka Sho.
A little bit
But
too
just like
quickly though,
before,
nah?
fate would intervene. Just as swiftly as the hooves had filled Miyuki's ears,
Like, bro, they
they
were both
vanished,
like over
and
here.
everything fell silent around him. All that lay before
Jeez.
Miyuki was the finish line. By some miracle,
Dog.
or destined by
Oh
fate,
my God.
Still in Love had bested Admire Groove by a 10th of a second, cementing herself as the second Japanese racehorse to claim the Triple Tiara title.
Bro.
For Miyuki, the victory was less about the title itself, and more about the strength that Still in Love displayed during the race. He firmly
Yo,
believed that
no, hold up. Let me run that back. Oh my
by
God,
some miracle,
dude. Like,
Miyuki,
look at how
overwhelmed in the
quickly
moment,
they were
accepted that the
catching up
race
to
was lost,
the first
and
runner-up.
mentally resigned from the
Or
Oka
to the
Sho.
leading horse.
But just like before, fate would intervene. Just as swiftly as the hooves had filled
Yep,
Miyuki's
like, you got
ears,
this one, like, on
they
a break. And
vanished,
then these two,
and
oh my.
everything fell silent around him. All that
Yeah,
lay before
especially
Miyuki
when
was
you
the
got
finish
Yutaka
line.
Take,
By
like,
some
right
miracle,
behind you.
or destined by fate,
Dude,
Still
that
in
kind
Love
of
had
pressure
bested
is
Admire
insane.
Groove by a 10th of a second, cementing herself as the second Japanese racehorse to claim the Triple Tiara title. For Miyuki, the victory was less about the title itself, and more about the strength that Still in Love displayed during the race. He firmly believed that if this race had been in the spring, Still in Love would have won without a shadow of a doubt. This
Okay.
thought only led Miyuki to admire how hard she'd fought to win the Oka Sho.
Yeah,
At this
dude.
point, there have been a lot of ups and downs through Still in Love's career, and a lot of lessons learned by Miyuki along the way. The Oka Sho was relieved from all the pressure built up on Miyuki over time, while the
Okay.
Yushun Himba was the solidification that the tiara could be achieved. The Oka Sho was the admiration for how hard Still in Love had fought despite the sudden change in her behavior.
Yeah, dude.
Miyuki realized that even with winning the Triple Tiara, he had rode Still in Love poorly on several occasions. One of which being
I
at the
mean,
Oka
bro,
Sho.
you can't really blame yourself over like every single thing because like some days you are gonna have your ups and downs. Obviously, like nobody is perfect, so you can't really blame yourself for that. But like at the same time, with the thing, like keep in mind the things that you've already like accomplished, and be like, bro,
Sho.
you're good,
He
man.
felt that most of the time, Still had carried him to victory when a win should be a collective between a racehorse and jockey. Miyuki felt that the only victory they truly shared in the Triple Tiara was at the Yushun Himba. Though this story already was filled with many twists and turns,
Mm-hmm.
I've saved one final revelation to end off this portion of the video. Upon claiming the Triple Tiara, Matsumoto had something important he wanted to tell Miyuki. His career thus far with Still in Love was a journey forged through destiny and human connection.
Mm-hmm.
However, Miyuki would soon learn that this connection had been forged long before he ever set foot in the Matsumoto stable.
Really?
Forget about me, just give Hideki the ride. This quote, which was relayed to Miyuki, was said by his senior, Seiki Tabara. By this point, the
Wow,
genius jockey
dude, damn. So it started from way before. Dude.
Miyuki had looked up to had been expelled from the racing world due to certain circumstances. Over time, Miyuki had grown distant from Tabara and never expected to hear his name in this context.
Wow,
Everything
dude.
began to make sense. This plea had become the spark that set his path with Still in Love in motion. When receiving the call to the Matsumoto stable, Senior Tabara had already asked Matsumoto to give Miyuki a chance. Matsumoto, a usually strict man, had not only given Miyuki the reins to ride any horse he pleased at the stable, but also never reprimanded or scolded him, staying true to his promise he made to
Damn, yo,
Tabara.
that is
Tabara didn't
so
only ask to give
crazy.
Miyuki a chance, but his final plea to Matsumoto was simple. Please take care of Hideki. Even with his departure from the racing world, Tabara wanted to ensure his favorite apprentice's career was solidified. Still in Love would be the second filly in Japan's history to claim the Triple Tiara.
And like, dude, the
following
thing about this that's so significant is like he literally paved the way so that they could. Oh my gosh, man! Like I can't even like bring it to words. Like as the damn. Well, what's another word for master? I guess like teacher or something like that. Was like as the predecessor, like he paved the way for him and like literally gave him the reins, basically, as Fyrick said. Wow, man. And like in doing so, they were able to achieve the freaking triple tiara, man. That is crazy.
Meijiro Ramonu in 1986.
Oh, hold up. I did not catch her name.
Still in Love would be the second filly in Japan's history to claim the Triple Tiara, following Meijiro Ramonu in 1986.
Meijiro? Meijiro? Interesting, okay.
Following this triumphant victory, Still in Love would sadly continue to decline as the years progressed. On November 16, 2003, Still in Love would compete in the Queen Elizabeth II Cup, once more going up against her longtime rival Admire Groove. Still in Love would place second in this race, losing once more to Groove, just like she did in the Rose Stakes earlier that year.
Man, it's always both of them side by side as well. So that rivalry right there is kind of cracked, man,
and will continue to deteriorate in time, displaying an ever-growing fiery temperament and inability to synergize with the jockey she once showed such loyalty to. I'd like to break the immersion and add one small thing here as well. There is no official record stating that Still in Love saw Miyuki's fiancé at the Elizabeth Cup, nor any confirmation that such an event led to her mental collapse. Still in Love had already experienced a deteriorating mental state, most likely caused by the extensive overlap.
Just checking all these horse names again, man. Like, bro, who did this? I know we're in the part of the video right now that's supposed to be serious, but dog, understanding. Oh my god, dude. They're naming sense.
Such outcomes are almost guaranteed with such a risky method of breeding, and it was only a matter of time before the effects started to show. Even with the repeated losses, Miyuki's fondness of Still in Love never faded. The memories
Ooh.
of the early days of her career treasured in Miyuki's mind. To Miyuki, he wouldn't be where he was today without Still in Love. Still would race until October 16, 2005, with her final race being at the Yushun Himba Stakes. Miyuki would later recall that Still in Love, during her final year of racing, would charge forward uncontrollably, making it
Really?
extremely hard to control the pacing of the race. Even though she looked physically stronger than other horses of her age, her mental instability acted as a major roadblock to secure victory. After retiring, Still in Love became a broodmare, only giving birth to one single foal, a colt
Aww.
named Judah, in 2007. Tragically, Still in Love would pass away in the very same year due
Damn,
to
man.
intestinal intussusception, leaving behind one single foal. Just as fate had guided Miyuki's entire career, it would once more lead him back to Still in Love. During Still in Love's farewell ceremony, Miyuki, who was originally unable to attend, was able to participate in the ceremony due to a riding suspension he received at the time. Almost bound by fate, he was able to say one final goodbye to the horse who gave him so much confidence in himself, one who taught
Wow.
him so much about the world of horse racing. Still in Love would be laid to rest at the Shimokobe farm where she was born, returning her to the place where her story had begun. So after hearing all this information on Still in Love, I like to shine a light on the direction UMA Musume took for her career story in the game. There's a reason why this UMA is surrounded by so much controversy, and why many dedicated Japanese fans of this game feel the scenario will never be replicated by side games again. In UMA Musume, Still in Love, on the surface, is a kind and gentle UMA who is looked past as the world moves on around her.
So
It's
I'm guessing that would be kind of like depicted through her like races up until like the triple tiara, and then like afterwards, as he did say in the story, uh, she kind of like started deteriorating in like races. In which case, it's this other persona that they kind of like showed in the game.
as if she's invisible, with people not even being able to sense her presence or even see her in some scenes of the story. The only
Really?
time Still is recognized is when she displays her monstrous other side of herself when racing. This form of Still is a nod to the inbreeding which led to her bad temperament. Still in Love, when in this deranged state, runs wildly, brute strength and force overtaking the elegance of proper form when racing. Due
Okay,
to
never mind. I was wrong. I was wrong about what I said.
this, Still in Love would find herself facing ridicule and garnering a reputation of unease and fear by many people who crossed her path. It would be through the trainer that Still would believe that she could be loved like anyone else, and could fully place her trust in someone she held dear to her heart. The trainer fully accepts Still in Love, flaws and all, and aids her to achieving the triple tiara as the story progresses. Even though Still finds the trainer's actions incredibly caring, the trainer himself also harbors a selfish wish. It isn't the
Really?
innocent Still that the trainer is infatuated with, but instead the deranged inner self Still in Love wishes to suppress. The ugly side of her is the side that the trainer yearns for the most. While Still in Love feels that she's finally found someone who fully loves and accepts her,
As
the
she
trainer
is.
continues to chase the girl who he saw upon their first meeting, the girl who ran wild, screaming at the top of her lungs, the unhinged side of Still in Love. This creates
Wow,
tension
dude.
later on in Still's story, but I wanted to leave it at that for now. If you'd like a whole video breaking down Still in Love's UMA Musume counterpart, be sure to let me know in the comments section down below. Comment Still in Love if you'd like to see that. Getting back on topic, even though Still in Love only produced one offspring, the red thread of fate would still tie her to Miyuki even in the
The red thread of fate. Is that a your name reference? I'm guessing
afterlife.
it is.
During Still in Love's celebration ceremony, Miyuki would meet Koji Oka, who, at the time, was a businessman who yet to obtain a horse owner license. 20
Mm.
years after this meeting, Miyuki would jockey Yoka Yoka, a horse owned by the very same businessman. Alongside Yoka, they'd achieved the first JRA Central Graded race victory for a horse bred in Kyushu in 2021. Shortly after, due to an injury, Yoka would retire. In the
Oh,
fall of
dude.
2021, Miyuki once more would be entrusted a horse by Oka, this time racing at the Elizabeth II Cup. Miyuki would be paired with Akai Ito, and despite their 10th place ranking in the popularity poll,
Ooh, they're like
Akai
right
would
over
break away
here.
from the pack in the final homestretch, far outside the rest of her competitors. This gave Miyuki a victory at the very same race he'd failed to win
Oh,
with
never
Still
mind.
in
What the
Love.
fuck? No. Hold up. What the heck? Why
Alongside
did I think she was like
Yoka,
all the
they'd
way at the
achieved the
back?
first JRA Central Graded race victory for a horse bred in Kyushu in 2021. Shortly after, due to an injury, Yoka would retire. In the fall of 2021, Miyuki once more would be entrusted a horse by Oka, this time racing at the Elizabeth II Cup. Miyuki would be paired with
Okay,
Akai
number
Ito,
16.
and
Oh,
despite their
okay,
10th
yeah, right
place
here.
ranking
I
in the
was
popularity
kind of like
poll,
looking
Akai
for
would
the
break
pink
away from
hat,
the pack
and
in the
then I
final
didn't really
homestretch,
notice this one here.
far outside the rest of her
But
competitors.
damn, yo, my man's
This
was
gave Miyuki a
moving.
victory at the very same race he'd failed to win with Still in Love all those years ago. The name of this horse, Akai Ito, pays tribute to a Chinese legend that would later be passed down to Japanese culture.
Really?
Two people destined to be together that are connected by an invisible red thread tied from pinky to pinky at birth.
Wow, man. That is just so freaking poetic, dude.
Still in Love's name literally means I still love you. And this
Mm-hmm.
victory with Akai Ito, or this red thread, is said to display that Miyuki was truly loved by Still in Love. One of the most famous commentaries from the Elizabeth Cup came right before Ito crossed the finish line. This is the red thread of fate.
yo, my boy, why this thing got me so like, why, I can't even talk, bro. Like, why this got me giggling and shit.
Even with no offspring left behind by Still in Love, she aided Miyuki by connecting him with Oka, achieving a victory he could not win previously alongside her. A racehorse who was born solely to lead a single man to the pinnacle of G1 racing, and to the glory of the Triple Tiara.
Damn,
One
bro.
who would cut through the wind, running as if guided by fate itself. This was the story of Still in Love, a legacy burned
Amazing,
into history
man.
through a life short-lived, under the shackles of her bloodline, a bond woven by the threads of fate, and inseparable even with the passing of time, where whispers of I still love you will remain in our hearts forever. Did you enjoy this video? And
Dude, yo, I swear, man, Firex, like, the way he be cooking up all these like lore videos is just on another freaking level, man. Cause like the way he tells the story, the way he did, like, he, and I guess if he has a team, they did their research. Oh my god, it's just so in depth, man. And like, for me to be able to just like watch this and like learn about like the history, I am just so freaking thankful. So yeah, man, like, I'm an amazing freaking channel. If you guys do have a chance, go check out their channel, go subscribe, go do that, all that good stuff, go like. And yeah, if you guys did like enjoy my reaction to Still in Love, comment, like, and subscribe. I know we haven't like done a lot of talking for this like video, but like I was just kind of like appreciating the story that was being told to me. So yeah. And yeah, without further ado, I will see you guys on the next video.